Coffee time in the morning, featuring Taters' really, really battered Crocs. And Taters currently has the giggles because I've been editing videos. And one of the things that gives Taters the big giggles is Taters giggling on video. It turns into this like horrendous echo chamber of giggling.
Oh. I'm so happy. Oh, we woke up in the coolest spot ever.
And we didn't die in our sleep. Yes. And our so-so view from camp.
Not so-so. Magical camp.
And that would be our very effective wake-up alarm. It's like one of those alarm clocks that simulates the sun, except it's actually the sun and it'll make you go blind.
Stop complaining. You got your 3 coffees.
With ramen oil. I don't think you should roll your eyes that early in the morning. You got to get some stretching going on first. Otherwise, they're going to stick like that. You're going to have a very hard time teaching the youth.
And here you see Matt, still trying to work on the videos despite the blazing sun.
$3 a day doesn't make itself, you know. Yeah, it goes from chilly and nice to, oh my God, my eyeballs are burning out. Where did that ball of fire come from? So we are camped at mile 16.5 at the moment. The confluence is obviously at mile 0, at which point we have to start wearing life vests, and also the campsites you have to register for. There's a little like sign-in sheet to sign for what camp you're using. Our goal is to camp in the last mile or 2 of the green, but it depends on are there campsites open. So we're going to have our life vests out today just in case. Yet another morning tweaking our packing methodology. As we've had less and less water, that green bag on the top of my boat has had a larger percentage of the weight, so I've become less and less stable, which has made for some fun times trying to jump out on the beaches. And we are off. Last full day on the river. The white and the red?
Yeah.
That's why I think of like classic Utah rock.
Here comes another little riffle.
Another little ripple, which we generally don't have to worry about unless we run into one of those things I'm heading for. Woo! So we had a lot more of these sections on that early section that a lot of people skip before Ruby Ranch. Nothing's caused us any trouble other than one kind of ran us over the rocks a little shallower than we would have preferred. Some sort of hawk over there hunting. They work good as a stopgap for a day or 2. I don't like using them as the primary, obviously. Yeah, it looks like a canyoneering rappel. So as usual, we were just settling into our groove, and then we were about to hit 5 miles, so it was time to take one of our enforced breaks. And we've been aiming for any place we can find this nice clean sand. So I made a request before the trip to get canned pears to eat in the car because I really wanted pears. And I didn't get them in the car, but guess who packed in full-on cans of pears?
I thought you wanted them on the trip. You said they're always really good on trips, and I have to things.
What I said was when I was on the AT on 0 days, or whenever I went to town, I'd buy those, eat them outside of the store, and then toss them because they're heavy to carry. Suddenly I know where my boat's so heavy, huh? And Taters is beached again. Good way to have a pee stop, I guess. So we are here in low water, so some of these beaches and things would normally be underwater. I mean, who knows now with this like mega drought that's going on, but a bunch of the campsites and things say, oh, this is doable in high water because, you know, you might have a steep embankment you can't get up if it's low, or this campsite disappears in high water. So this is Jasper Canyon, and I'm guessing if you look really close right there, see that kind of column there? Pretty sure that's the small granary they talk about. Taters couldn't see it, so we're gonna go over and take a look. Bunch of cool campsites back here. Taters totally didn't believe me. Her eyes aren't.
There's no way I could have seen that from the river. It totally blends in with the rock.
A little better view than the last one. Grand Gulch had some like significant groups of these and other structures. We did that Thanksgiving a couple of years ago and it was just amazing.
Oh, my poor tender feet. Okay, maybe don't put that on the video.
That's Patreon content. Yeah, aim for that rock, aim for that rock. You're almost there. Like another inch. Oh, oh, almost. There you go. That is a nipple. I don't know what else you could possibly think that looks like.
Haha, for once it's not me that gets stuck on the sandbar. So I would have gotten out of my boat long ago and just walked it through the mud.
Behold the power of stubbornness!
Matt is trying any move possible to avoid getting out of his boat. Very inefficiently.
This is like going through the drive-thru instead of like getting out of the car and going inside. May take a little more time, but way less effort. And some people do this in a lot of comfort, obviously. So once again, it's only 3 o'clock, but sadly we are running out of river. This is the Powell campsite located at mile marker or river marker 0.7. So if we go much further, we're going to be at the confluence, meaning we have to put on jackets. And we kind of want to have a paddling day tomorrow, so we're figuring that we camp here and then we just start a little early in the morning. And, you know, we can get 4 or 5 miles into the pickup spot. And it looks like this is going to be our last camp. Taters seems happy with it. So for my read of the map, that ridgeline coming down into the water on the left, that should be the confluence. That'll be the Colorado coming in, and it kind of Y's, and they both flow down to the right. Starts to feel like there's nobody else out here. Then we come around a corner and there's people, and Tater starts hissing and threatening to throw her poop at people.
What?
Yeah. This is why I keep saying I need to get a capuchin, then it could be Masochist in the monkey hikes, because, you know, it would fling its poops at people and try and bite them when they came close, and so many private camps. So that's the second group that's passed us here that is intending to go out to the confluence. Those guys actually aren't getting picked up till the day after tomorrow, but they're going to hang out at Spanish Bottom 2 days. There's some hike called the Dollhouse down there you can do from Spanish Bottom that's apparently a big thing. Unless you're wearing chacos, because then they don't do well with the dirt. It is about 5:30 and we are about to lose sun back here. I think we're going to go ahead and have a fire just for grins, since we haven't this entire time. So we decided, since we've been carrying this fire pan for all of these days, that we would at least try it. So initially we thought we'd sleep on the beach, but we actually like the ledge over where we were eating dinner.
We're very sad that it's our last night on the Green River.
Personally, I'm kind of glad it's our last night on the Green, because the Green only goes for another 0.7 miles. So if I had to do 2 more nights on the Green, that would be a very slow progress, just saying. Also, Mexican food, beer, pizza, shower.
We found a nice little ledge spot where we'll have a nice view of the river for morning coffee. Home sweet home for the night.